What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Full Time Fans. I'm your host, Edge, also known as Thomas to some of y'all out there. And today we're going to be talking about Magneto being a person of color. Magneto being cast as a black man. Now, contrary to what you might think, we're not actually going to talk about the implications of Magneto being cast as a person of color, but rather whether or not this is even true, how this came to be a huge thing in the internet. And I know this has already passed, but it really bugged me how this came about and perpetuated, and it's a continuing problem. And it's a good example as any to explain my frustration at this fucking thing. Because every time I go on Twitter, I see people sharing these fucking articles about like news, it's like, oh, do you know that, we got an exclusive scoop that this is gonna be this in this comic book movie, and this is gonna be this in this comic book movie, and this is gonna be this. It's like people are so quick to share news articles based solely on the headline without even taking the time to look into them, without taking the time to read them, process them, and say, oh, where did this source come from, where did this source come from, and all this. And oftentimes the biggest culprit of this is we got this covered. Basically, this is they advertise themselves as a movie news, gaming news kind of platform with all their journalists. And oftentimes what these guys do, they just freaking steal stuff from Reddit or Twitter and they pass it off as exclusive scoops. Oh, look at this. Yeah, do you wanna send breaking news notifications? Yeah, how about fucking no, boy. But basically, we got this covered as the biggest culprit of this. Oftentimes, I'm not too sure. There's a conspiracy that me and great Gabthars Hammer have, actually. He's been in the podcast a couple times before. That we got this covered essentially takes they make these fan accounts on like Twitter and Facebook. It's like, Marvel Universe rocks my world, Star Wars rocks my world, or like, MCU news and like all this stuff. And they exclusively use it to like spit out this kind of, we got this cover articles. It's just a mask. And basically what that does is whether it's intentional or not, or whether it's somebody else, is running these accounts and it's not actually, we got this covered. The point of it is that these are shared. These, we got this cover articles, they're shared around, and, another, comic book, news site will pick it up. And source, we got this covered, who sources this bogus source. And another part, article would be, and it just snowballs out of control until everyone is like, yep, Disney is definitely casting a person of color as Magneto, which again, I'm not saying I agree with, disagree with, nothing. I'm purely talking about the speculation and the rumors and how this spreads. So the title of this is Marvel may cast a person of color for the MCU's Professor X and Magneto. Nevertheless, MCU chief Kevin Feige has been quick to stress that the X-Men won't be entering the Marvel Cinematic Universe for a very long time. You know what? And see, this is just all just, fluff and just fucking, it's not even getting to the point, it's setting up, yeah, sure, whatever. But I love how they even point out, Kevin Feige has said they're not going to be entering into a very long time, which is true. Phase 5, perhaps? Conjecture, whatever, that's fine. The author's allowed to do that. It just pisses me off because these guys are fucking biased because these guys piss me off, obviously. But why, you're saying they may be eyeing people of color, but you're also admitting that they won't be even like doing these movies for a very long time. Yet you're conjecturing that the casting decisions are already being made. Like, it's just bonkers to me. Why? Blah 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 blah. They talk about how there's a way. Look at how long this article is, though. Look at how long this article is. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 5 paragraphs. Each of the paragraphs is like fucking tiny. Okay. And look at this big ass fucking ad right here, advertising one of their things. Oh, you can just scroll through these pictures. Look at that. Yeah. But anyway, because this is just a way to get clicks. They get the clicks, right? They write kind of a small bare bones article, and they put all these this big fucking video ad here, this big fucking ad here, links to other places on their page. The word comes to us by Full Circle Cinema. reporting that Marvel is hoping to differentiate the X-Men franchise from what has come before. If true, this would certainly be a refreshing take on two iconic characters, even if it will no doubt lead to Marvel Studios taking some creative liberties when it comes to Professor X and Magneto's respective origin stories. However, it is telling. However, I can't fucking read. This, however, is telling. The quote. Okay, cool. I'm fucking stupid. It's a previous interview Feige did with The Wrap in the build-up work to Captain Marvel back in March, where he said the following: "This is the future. This is the way of the world. This is the way. You know what? Fucking shit. I'm a fucking internet person. I can, tell you what's right and wrong, but I can't fucking read. This is the future. This is the way the world is, and the way certainly our studio is going to run going forward, because it brings about better stories. The more diverse the group of people making the movie is, the better the stories." Right. Okay. You know what? I actually agree with that. Whatever. Call me an SJW. Again, that's not what we're fucking talking about right now. Okay, we're talking about strictly how this information was spread. Okay, I actually agree with what he said. But again, they're making it seem like this is directly correlated to their fucking story. Right? So let's go to the source. Let's see what the fuck Full Circle Cinema has to say. Okay? Because everybody knows, the trusted source, Full Circle Cinema. We all know Full Circle Cinema. Anyway, I'm fucking just. The X-Men could have a unique twist when Marvel rolls out their inevitable reboot. Kevin Feige are considering having people of color portray both Magneto and Professor X. You know what? At least they got straight to the fucking point. At least they didn't have like 5 fucking years of fluff before they got to there. They're just like, hey, boom, this is what you came for. Here it is right here. Okay. Well, this wouldn't change ultra much for Xavier, as he was born in New York with a wealthy family, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Marvel Studios. So what did they say? How do they know this, okay? Full Circle Cinema has learned, okay? They've learned. Where did they learn it from? Nobody fucking knows. We're just supposed to take their fucking word for it that they learned this. They have some secret source, and We Got This Covered does it all the time. They'll just say, our sources tell us. And I've seen people on Twitter who are like famous Twitter people, they have lots of followers, they have a podcast to talk about this, and they're like, I can't tell you how many times my fucking podcast, where I'm just issuing conjecture about, possible things that could happen, has been taken as an exclusive source for We Got This Covered. And he said it pisses me off. But that's what they do. They take this from fucking, little rinky-dink shit like this, Full Circle Cinema. This is, honestly, you don't want to know how I probably think they got this? Somebody fucking found this, okay? They posted it on Reddit, okay? It got a lot of upvotes and a lot because it drums up a lot of controversy. We Got This Covered saw that, and they're like, boom, they put it on their site, and they made a whole article about it. They spread it around to all their little fucking fan groups, or their little fan groups spread it for them, however it goes, and this just became a whole fucking snowball effect. So, let's see, maybe they have some good information, right? Maybe they have an exclusive scoop. But earlier this year, Kevin Feige spoke about representation in the MCU, right? So somebody asked, is Black Panther a one-off? And he said, no, it's not a one-off. This is the future, blah, blah, we're going to do this. That's the quote we read a second ago, okay? That's it. That's the fucking article. They learned. So they learned from somewhere. We don't know fucking where. They probably just made it up. It's like that people say, oh, I have a girlfriend who lives in Canada. None of you can see her because, she doesn't have a passport. It takes a while for her to come down. But, that's why I'm not going to ask anyone to prom this year. Just, not because they don't want to. It's just because, my girlfriend, she's up in Canada, I actually have to go home and, write her a letter. She doesn't have a phone, or a computer, yeah, see, look at this. All these people with their takes, right? Oh, look at this. What's this? We Got This Covered. Huh. What? We Got This Covered. Huh. Look at this. Multiverse. Okay. So look at this. This is just a, normal Twitter account. Wonder what it links to. I'm really curious what oh, what? It's We Got This Covered? What a fucking surprise. Yeah, again, We Got This Covered. We Got This Covered. Here's again, We Got This Covered. We Got This Covered. Comicbookrumors.com. Oh, what's this? I bet they fucking always post stuff from We Got This Covered. 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 Oh, look here. Here's another one. Oh, look at that. One stop for everything. That's great. I wonder if it's We Got This Covered. We Got This Covered. Oh, wow. Is it We Got This Covered? It is We Got This Covered. Definitely We Got This Covered. That's crazy, isn't it? As much as I'd love to believe that, We Got This Covered, it has all these fan pages that consistently just, they make them for the point of sourcing articles. I think that's more what it is. It's just that these pages want clicks, and they were like, the way we can do the least amount of work with getting the most amount of content that's controversial to drum up likes on our page is to share We Got This Covered in Epic Stream articles. But as a result, all the fans just go just bananas for this because they're like, oh no, exclusive scoop. And if they actually looked at it, they would see none of this is fucking true. And then look at this. So then they drum up the controversy, right? This is great. This is amazing. We Got This Covered. X-Men fans furious that Marvel may cast a person of color in MCU's Magneto. But who spread that? It was them. Look at this, a big ass fucking ad for the Sonic movie right up here. Just a big old fucking Sonic movie ad. I don't like this, and I don't like this, it's fine. All these people debating, leave Professor X alone. Again, whatever. Let's just, argue about this. I see both sides. Person of color takes away the Jewish origins, but then, obviously you have like, oh, well, you also could do a civil rights kind of angle, kind of like the Ultimate Universe kind of changed up the comics. Actually, the Nick Fury that's in the X-Men originally, or in the Avengers, actually came from the Ultimate Comics. So there are ways to do different takes on characters as long as their core elements stay intact. Which is, for Magneto, some people would argue being Jewish is too much of a core element. Again, there's all this, room for debate. Okay, so anyway, they have all this. This is the article. This is the article. Look at this. Look at this. This is just their article. They they linked a tweet of someone sharing their article. This is so crazy. Again, their article, MCU Cosmic. That's another person that shares their articles a lot. So it's like that bad guy who, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have that classic villain who wants to, like, create a disease, and then when the world's all fucking collapsing, he's like, I'm gonna sell them the cure. Like, that's kind of what this reminds me of, because they're like, we're gonna drum up controversy, to make money off the clicks. Then, when people get mad, we're going to make money off of them getting mad by making an article that's literally just their fucking tweets getting mad at our article. That's this article. That's this video, this rant, I guess, about We Got This Covered in comic clickbait. The point is that if you see something on Twitter, on Facebook about something that's involved in your favorite fandom, please just look at the source, and if it's We Got This Covered, just ignore it and don't share it. Or if you share it, just be like, isn't We Got This Covered fucking stupid? And I'll be like, yep, it is. And somebody else will be like, you right, man. And we'll all just fucking shit on We Got This Covered. That's the best outcome in this situation. Or, just don't fucking share it. And if you see something from, Epic Stream or any of these fucking, clickbaity things, click on the thing. Okay? Or don't, because that doesn't, just don't give them money. But what I'm trying to say is just don't assume everything you see on the internet is true. Alright, anyway, have a great day. I'm going to have so much fun editing this. Again, I'm your host, Edge. I'm not your fucking boss. I'm your friend. I'm just trying to help you out. I'm trying to, stop you from getting finagled into this shit.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Edge again. Just stopping by after the video just to let you know I'm back, I've been waiting on doing YouTube videos for a little while because I wanted to get my avatar up and running, which I have, and I hope you like the new kind of style. I'm probably going to do more work in the next video, actually having kind of like reference images and stuff pop up on the screen, but I kind of wanted to rush this out just to say like, hey, I'm still around, I'm still doing stuff. Follow me on Twitter, your host Edge. I'm pretty active on there, as well as Logarugamon on Twitter. He's hella active on there. Also, shout out to great Gabthars Hammer, who came up with this whole kind of theory, brought it to my attention about We Got This Covered, and made me see the light. I'm going to link his blog in the description and possibly his Twitter if he says it's okay. Anyway, stay nerdy. We're your friends, not your boss. Peace out.